In today's digital age, everything seems to be interconnected with each other. From applications you use on your phone to the websites you visit on daily basis. But have you ever wondered how these applications or websites even talk to each other? So hello everyone, I am Nidul Maji and together we are going to enter the world of application programming interface. So without any further ado, let us jump right into the video topic. API or Application Programming Interface is a set of protocols or tools which allow software applications to communicate with each other. It basically provides a set of rules and mechanisms by which one application or a component can interact with another through sending requests and getting responses in return. Now this might sound really complicated, so let us understand this with a very simple example. Think of an API like a waiter in a restaurant. You are sitting in that restaurant with a menu in front of you with different choices to order from. Now then there is a kitchen which will process your order. What's missing in this scenario is the critical link between you with your choice of food you want to eat and the kitchen which will process your order. That's where the waiter comes in. So the waiter takes your order, which in this case is the request. Now he will send this request to the kitchen and he brings back the delicious food you ordered to your table, which in this case is the response to your request. Simple, isn't it? Okay, now let us understand how API works in real life applications. So most of you may be familiar with the process of booking movie tickets. Suppose you are using the service of Book My Show for booking your movie tickets, which is a third-party service. Just like a restaurant menu, a bunch of options will be available to you. Options like which movie, date, time, type of seat you want, how many seats you want, etc. So you have given all the necessary information to the app. Now the app will search the closest multiplex to you which meets all the criteria you have given. Now the app has finally found that PVR's multiplex is closest to you and it's also reasonable for pricing and it meets all the criteria you need. And seeing a very reasonable price, you feel like, oh, let's book 3 tickets for my whole family. So you have booked 3 tickets. Now the moment you book 3 tickets on the app directly sends a message or a request to the API of the PVR cinemas that my XYZ client wants 3 tickets of this show, of this time slot, and all the necessary criteria his client wants. Now this API of the PVR cinemas will carry this request from the Book My Show to the database of the PVR cinemas to check that whether there are seats available or not. If there is available, it will directly do the reservation and send the information that the reservation is done to the API. Then from the API, this information will be transferred back to the app or the user. Now the app will show you that your reservation for 3 tickets has been processed successfully and you can grab some popcorns to enjoy your show. So what we understand from this real life application that is this Book My Show service cannot directly access the database of the PVR cinemas to do your reservation. It has to first approach the API of the PVR cinemas, which will then carry down his request to the database, and then the database will respond back and the API will carry that response back to the Book My Show. With that being said, you must be wondering that anyone could have requested to that PVR's API for booking their movie tickets. Wouldn't that be simple, right? Why relying on a third-party service? This is why API brings a layer of protection to eliminate this issue. This layer of protection is called an API key. Now, what is an API key? Let's consider a straightforward analogy. Most of us at some point of our lives, we have sit for our final exams. For these exams, we were issued an admit card. Now, if we didn't bring this admit card to the examination hall, or if this admit card had an invalid credentials, we were not allowed to sit for those exams. Similarly, APIs provide their clients with an API key which acts as a form of an admit card in order to access the API's features. Registered clients like Book My Show in context to my previous example are listed on the list of the client of the PVR's API. This registration allows them to send booking requests. However, the unregistered parties cannot send booking requests to the PVR's API. While this principle only holds for the paid APIs which share crucial or proprietary information to its end user, there are a lot more free APIs on the internet which provides features like giving weather details, calculators, news, etc., which allows developers to integrate those features in their projects. Let's understand what are the things an API key provides. The first one is authentication and authorization. The API key verifies the identity of the requester, also ensuring that only authorized requester or a user is asking for the API's features, by also determining what are the things can or can be done and what database can be accessed. The second one is rate limiting and monitoring. API providers often use API keys to monitor and limit the number of requests received within a specific time, ensuring the servers aren't overwhelmed by too many requests and ensuring fair use and service availability. The third point is security. API keys add a layer of protection against misuse, which prevents malicious entities from entering the database, which can potentially lead to theft of data and service disruptions. In conclusion, APIs are bridging the gap between diverse software systems, from small applications to services and e-commerce. As technology continues to evolve, the importance of APIs will also grow, making our digital world more interconnected and our experiences more seamless. These APIs are not only for businesses, but also these contributes to the modern developers community to create rich integrated experience for all users. So that was all for this video. Hope you learned something new, and please consider giving it a like and also share to those people whom this video might be helpful, and also subscribe to the channel for more tech and education related content. Thank you everyone. If you wait for the waiter, doesn't that makes you the waiter? Isn't it?